Hello, hello. It's your girl, Salil Moon. We're doing something a little different today. My mood's a little funky, and it seems like everything in the world is wanting to stop me from getting on the table, so I'm not going to let it. But we're going to do a little bit different. I don't like reading for you guys when I'm aggravated or my mood is off, but yeah, it's definitely, I almost feel like I got PMS or something, but my mood just took a nosedive suddenly. So we are going to read out of the Soul Truth Self Awareness card deck. See what you guys think about this. I feel like part of this message is also for me, so I'm along for the ride. First card says, no more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. And it suggests that today's soul action for you is, if it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. I truly believe that. And what it says on the back, it says, what excuses am I making right now? And that is part of why I'm on the table, even though I don't feel like it. Like I said, my mood is off and funky, but I'm not going to have a good day every day. I might have a whole week of bad days. That doesn't mean I can give up on myself, my goals, my dreams, my kids, my dog, my whatever for a whole week, right? So you gotta learn to quit giving yourself excuses, which means I need to learn to quit giving myself excuses. The next one says, what can I do to make a difference? Now, this could be in general, or this could be just to your life. It can be both things. It could be everything in between. Let's see what it says. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it? Such that every ounce of you screams no more. Where can you create purpose out of your pain? It's so funny. I just watched a video by 303 Priestess. I'll tag her and give her a shout out in this. That it says, turn your pain into fuel, turn your pain into purpose. And that's exactly what this is saying. It says, make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. And it does. You know, every drop of water fills the bucket, right? Every cup fills the tub. Every tub full fills the lake. So what can you do to make a difference? It's like, even days when I don't feel like going through my whole exercise routine, I'll stretch and roll my neck. I'll do where I had surgery here, I'll do my little hand roll exercises, might do a couple wall push-ups. Might be all I do, but that beats sitting and doing nothing just because I'm having an off day or I'm tired or I'm sick. And I think that's part of my issue right now. I'm a little bit sick, so it's probably affecting my mood. I've got a little head snotty going on. Next card. Am I afraid to be seen? And you're talking to someone that looks like a set of hands. But I have shown, I have to giggle. I think part of me sometimes is afraid to be seen. I'm working on still feeling like I deserve to take up my full space in life and in situation and in group settings, just in general. So maybe you guys are struggling with some of that too. It says the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. It's funny. I was just talking to my son the other day. It's just like, I'm built for running naked through the Serengeti. We were talking about not being fans of the cold. Today's soul action. What parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? This, for one. This is something that I've always enjoyed, and I would pick up the craft and put it down. I would pick up the craft and put it down. I would pick it up, put it down. And it usually had something to do with something about this startling me. Like, I kind of foresaw something and then it happened, or someone either making fun of me, accusing me of being a witch that needs to be burned. All the classic stuff that just gets misattributed to. Goes against the Bible. I was like, I'm actually quite God fearing. You can be a spiritualist and be a believer in God. It doesn't have to be separate. So I decided to quit hiding my talent for this, my interest in this. And as you can see, I just crossed 5,000 subscribers the other day. I'm going for it. I'm going for the goal. But again, it says, what parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your awareness. Journaling. That's something I've gotten back into. I use an app that's called Honestly, and it lets you do voice to text, which that's a lot because I'm sure you guys aren't surprised that I like to talk, but I have more time in my day to talk out my thoughts than I do to sit and type them out or handwrite them out. So that helps me. I'll put my link to that journal app in the description of this as well. But yeah, I think sometimes all of us are a little bit afraid to be seen, right? This one, what is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I have more of a fear of success and having to maintain it than I have of failing. But it's probably a mix for me. Might be a mix for you guys too. It says on the back, what story are you telling yourself? When you think about your dreams, what is your first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you're not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. Yeah, your thoughts become your reality. People forget that all the time. That's not something out of science fiction. It is absolute fact. If you believe you are sick and miserable, that's what you're going to feel like. I'm not saying your thoughts can cure a heart condition or cancer or anything, but I'm just saying if you just immerse yourself and wallow in the fact that you don't feel good, you're probably just going to feel worse. And I'm sure we all know at least one or two people that their illness is their whole identity. That's all they post about on Facebook. That's all they have to talk about at every meeting interaction. You're just like, there's more to you than that. Didn't you have a good donut the other day or something? Like everything in your life doesn't have to revolve around, you know, just your kids, just your illness, just the fact that you're not the happiest at your job. There's layers to all of us. But if we only think about one or two layers, that becomes the bulk of our reality. So it's just like with the dream. It's like this channel won't grow and it won't prosper if I don't get on this table and make content and put it out there. It's not going to grow itself. I feel that's about all I need to say about that. So it says today's soul action. It's time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, upgrade it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that one. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? This one I struggle with sometimes, but I'm getting better. Of not keeping myself in a poverty-stricken or lacking mindset and opening myself up to receive abundance, to receive prosperity. Because if you just sit around and dwell on the fact, that money is tight or you've got this coming up and that, you're not thinking about ways to improve it. You're not thinking about ways to trim your budget. You're not thinking about the fact that chances are it won't always be this way. You won't always be, covering that out of the blue car repair. It won't always be time to pay property taxes. You won't always, like I have to remind myself, I won't always be paying for, legal fees and surgery bills and stuff. That'll be over. So releasing myself from thinking that is my whole reality. And I'm studying ways to make my money work for me. You know, savings accounts are great, especially for a rainy day. You get your hand instantly on your money. But I want my money to work for me. I want my money to be making me money. So besides investing in myself, I want to invest my money in something so it can make me more money. Because none of us are going to make it unless we have multiple streams of income. Let's just face it. The way the economy is going right now, unless you have several pockets and pools to pull from, it's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight. I'm going to leave that one at that. If my body could talk, it would say, fill in the blank. I would actually love for some of you guys to fill in that blank and type it out in the comments for me. I would love to read them, and I'll reply to every comment. It says, feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new, exciting goals to take your health to the next level. That's me. I'm going to start doing my chair exercises, routines. I'm upping my weights from 2 pounds to 5, different stuff like that. But if my body could talk, it would say, I am mentally and physically drained. I'm exhausted most of the time. That's what my body would say. It would probably tell me to get more sleep. So you know what? I'm going to get more sleep. I slept in today, felt pretty good. And I think maybe that's part of my mood. Maybe I'm kicking myself a little for, heaven forbid, allowing myself to rest. But yeah, I'm going through a lot, so I need more rest. When you're going through a lot of emotional and mental upheaval, it's so draining on your mentality. It translates physically. You just need more rest, and I struggle with that. So I basically need 9 hours of rest to function, and I seldom let myself get that because I feel guilty. Yeah, I'm either going to bed early or I'm sleeping in late tomorrow. Probably gonna do that for 2 or 3 days in a row till I get rid of this cold. It says, where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? Where am I at with my health goals? Lost about 50 pounds. Where do I want to be? Losing weight makes you look good in clothes. Exercising makes you look good naked. That's where I want to be more toned up. My arms are looking pretty good, but I need to start working on like other areas like my thighs. And I've just accepted the fact that flat stomach is not happening over here, but we can tone it up. Why am I not there? Because I just have to start taking that part of my self-improvement journey seriously. So I was my block. You know, none of us can say we don't have time to do 5 wall push-ups. Like I said, on the way down the hall to the bathroom, whether you're at work or you're at home, you can stop and do 5 wall push-ups. You can do it in the bathroom stall. Got sneaking in there. What will it take for me to feel well? Overall wellness would take me taking that aspect of my life more seriously, making that a priority. And I feel like that's probably a lot of you. We don't make the care of our physical selves a priority. We run around dehydrated. We eat crappy food. We don't get enough rest. Push, 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 go, go, go. Yeah, I'm not there. I didn't start taking that seriously till now. And I still have times where I feel like it's a back burner item that I could just like set it aside like this when I should. So, I am going to close this with a card from Celestial Insights. Let's see. It says Balance and Awakening. What's just a random note for everybody today? Oh, wow. Rings falling off and it says Sacred Union and True Love. I'm going to take that as us falling in love with ourselves. But hey, if you guys are in the market for a partner, maybe it's on the horizon. It says 2 powerful forces are uniting. And it says true love is a deep soul connection. Are you searching for it? Not what I thought would fall out, This is a deck full of a lot of things, but yeah, sacred union. This union brings energy and growth. Embrace this connection. It will lead to a deeper understanding and transformation. Like I said, I am going to take that as fall in love with yourself. Or if you feel like you got serious you and fun you, combine the two. Live whole, be one. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the variation on a theme. And I will see you again tomorrow. Because unless I come down with pneumonia symptoms, I'm going to be back at this tomorrow. Hopefully in my usual chipper mood. It's your girl, Salil Moon. Hope you had a wonderful Monday. Love you all. And just remember, got to be real with how you feel. Anything less ain't nothing but stress. Which is why I was honest with you guys about how I was feeling today, because your girl was feeling off. But I'm human. I'm allowed to have off days. And so are you.